Previously on Trails of Survival. In the third Desolation stage, Whiskey promptly departed from her base and ventured beyond the Desolation Zone walls, with the intention to follow up on a supply chest clue. And she was allowed to leave the confines of the wall due to using the Lantern perk. Knowing that the other players would be remained confined within the Desolation Zone walls, she chose to stop near the wall initially and place storage chests to safeguard her valuable items. After finishing with the chest, she proceeds to the location of the supply chest clue, provided to her by the admin because of her use of the glue perk. After reaching the clue, she quickly located the chest, which contained an unusually large number of items, thanks to its association with the perk. Meanwhile, back at the Desolation Zone, Glass Sandwich had a singular focus: eliminating Lotus a minimum of 10 times in order to avoid being killed himself by the admin 10 times on the next challenge platform. And while he managed to track down Lotus early on and secure a kill, from there, Lotus adapted, concealing himself away and preventing Glass from getting any other kills. Of course, not for a lack of effort though, as Glass Sandwich meticulously searched every corner of the Desolation Zone, yet Lotus remained elusive. The relentless search persisted until the early morning hours, with Glass Sandwich eventually relenting as curfew approached. Because of this, at the challenge platform, both Glass and Whiskey were killed each 10 times by the admin, as a consequence of failing to achieve their 10 player kills needed.
Nah, it's my lucky day, maybe. See if I live.
When it was time to use the perks for the final time, only Glass and Whiskey utilized them, as Lotus had exhausted all of his.
So for Challenge 10, I'm going to be playing my football helmet, which gives me access to the web app to see where you nice people are.
That's a good one.
My first perk, it's going to be the Nerdy Glasses. Shortens the curfew for one player of my choice by 3 in-game hours. And I choose Glass. And
Ooh.
I would like to use the TV, which gives all players a disadvantage for the challenge. Takes effect immediately upon use.
When the challenge began, Lotus and Glass Sandwich had to start out with bicycles, whilst Whiskey was allowed to use the motorcycle thanks to her utilization of the TV perk.
It's going slow.
This advantage gave her an opportunity to gain a major lead and reach the first checkpoint far before the others.
I'm out of here.
Yet it was Glass Sandwich who reached checkpoint 1 first, capitalizing on Whiskey's delay as she spent most of her time by her chest near the Desolation Zone walls instead of leveraging her motorcycle advantage to get there first. However, when Glass had a significant lead and was near checkpoint 2, he realized he had forgotten the passcode to enter.
If we forget codes, I can't remember a number.
And he had no choice but to backtrack to checkpoint 1 to retrieve the passcode.
I don't know. I'll go back.
When Glass finally obtained the passcode and was en route back to checkpoint 2, Whiskey coincidentally found herself on the obstacle track, approaching Glass from the opposite direction, and she seized the opportunity, shooting at him with a sniper and securing the kill.
Oh no!
Dang, Whiskey, nice one. Look at her, she's going for the win, Glass. You better watch out.
This not only narrowed the gap between their death counts, but also gave her the chance to nullify any lead Glass might have had in the challenge. Stay tuned for the conclusion of the challenge, followed by the grand finale, where we will find out who will come out on top and become our champion. It's all happening right here, right now, only on Trails of Survival. Spawning back in, it appears that Glass Sandwich has decided to respawn near his bedroll instead of directly on top of it. Looks like he's trying to gather some wood. He might be attempting to build something. Just as I suspected, he was gathering wood so he could build some wood frames. And as he places blocks forward, it appears this is an effort to try and get the gyrocopter back. And surprisingly, he managed to get it done. This is a vehicle we thought completely unrecoverable, and somehow Glass Sandwich has done it. Meanwhile, Whiskey is forced to use a motorcycle now. It's really unfortunate for Whiskey. I mean, she thought she was going to have a big opportunity there to really delay Glass Sandwich stealing his motorcycle, but the tables have been turned. Since Glass Sandwich has it already, there's no need for Whiskey to continue. But getting the kill was pretty good. With Whiskey and Glass Sandwich both on their way to the next checkpoint, Lotus is still not even at the Challenge 1 platform yet, and is instead choosing to sort through his inventory, dropping and organizing items. Again, keep in mind, Lotus has yet to open up his first door. But Glass Sandwich has made it to the Challenge 8 location. And it looks like he's searching using his gyrocopter for the platform itself. And there it is. Glass Sandwich locks in on the area he needs to go to. Meanwhile, Whiskey is currently traversing through the snow biome, but still has a lot of ground to cover. The gyrocopter was a true game changer in this scenario, and it was unexpectedly found by Glass Sandwich when he came back for the passcode. And this gave him a major advantage. If Whiskey didn't fall off the gyrocopter originally, things would be looking a lot different. Meanwhile, Glass Sandwich moves up the platform and is able to enter in his room, unlocking the next clue along with the code he'll need to open up his door. Hopefully this time he remembers it. Looks like the clue is going to be taking us to the Challenge 5 platform. With it properly marked, he's off to the races. Meanwhile, Lotus has found the challenge platform finally, but again, he's not really moving with a lot of haste. I don't know why he's taking this so slow. At this point, no one is around, and he is free to move up to the platform and grab his items. But maybe he believes players are still around. Checking back in with Whiskey, it looks like things are a little bit difficult with the motorcycle here. She's having some problems going up this mountain. While Whiskey still hasn't reached the second checkpoint, Glass Sandwich is off on his way to the third. Having the gyrocopter truly is such an advantage. Uh-oh, Whiskey has found herself going the wrong direction. Somehow, it looks like she was able to get herself lost, or maybe she made an error in her calculations. We'll have to see exactly what happens here. Meanwhile, Lotus finally flies up with the gyrocopter, places a bedroll, and inputs his passcode, allowing him to open the door and discover the next clue, which, as Whiskey and Glass Sandwich determined, will be taking him to Challenge 8. Whiskey's realized her mistake, and it looks like she's correcting course. It seems that she has figured out where she needs to go. As Lotus opens up the crate to grab his items, this is an interesting opportunity here. Since Lotus has a gyrocopter of his own, he may be able to reach the next checkpoint before Whiskey, especially if Whiskey continues to go in circles. Glass Sandwich is very close, heading directly towards the cube.
Am I flying through this challenge, Owl? Literally.
And there's the cube. Looks like he's coming in for a landing. Checking back in with Lotus, it looks like he's having some trouble with takeoff again. Flying off the platform is impossible. All three players have made the same mistake here. The only way to leave the platform is by taking the obstacle course back. Regardless, as Glass Sandwich grabs the items from his crate, we can see that the next clue is the pyramid. This one should be easy, since the pyramid has been their curfew zone for most of the game. So they should know exactly where it is. Meanwhile, Whiskey, it looks like she may have finally found the correct platform. Heading up the stairs, she goes to open up her door. And she inputs the code. Getting inside, collecting her gear, and seeing the next clue. While Whiskey is about to set off towards the cube, Glass Sandwich is off to the pyramid. With Glass Sandwich having the gyrocopter, I assume this lead is only going to widen, and it's only going to take him making a massive mistake or another player taking him out for this to fall off. Whiskey is currently attempting to locate the cube. We can already see that she's marked the cube's location from their Challenge 5 experience, and now she's just trying to pinpoint it on her map. While Lotus seems to know where to go next, he's just having a lot of trouble taking off in the gyrocopter. Looks like the blades are getting stuck and the wheels want him to ram into barricades. It's a whole nightmare for him. Whiskey finally locates the cube on her map. Great job. Glass Sandwich is widening the gap between him and the other two contestants by a long margin. Whiskey is departing and heading to the pyramid. Upon noticing Glass's bedroll, she realizes that he has already visited this location. So here we are with the current state of the challenge. Glass Sandwich off to the pyramid, Whiskey off to the cube, and Lotus off to the Challenge 8 location. Lotus is having a lot of difficulty with the gyrocopter. If I were him, I would honestly just pick up the gyrocopter and go through the obstacle course, because it looks like right now he's getting it completely stuck everywhere. He'll have to hop out and fix this. Oh no! Oh boy. That is quite unfortunate. Lotus takes his 97th death.
Oh my goodness. I have everything in there. That's horrible.
So at least he'll be able to respawn on there and retrieve the gyrocopter. Glass Sandwich is now approaching the pyramid, and he is very close. Looks like he didn't exactly nail the landing, but his lead is so significant, it doesn't make any difference. Checking back in with Lotus, he is once again still trying to figure out how to get off the platform. Whiskey's continuing her journey to the cube, but she still has so much distance to cover. Lotus has finally opted for the obstacle track. But of course, it is a dangerous obstacle course, as we just saw.
What? Why did you die, Lotus?
I'm stuck up there.
Lotus takes his 98th death. He is only 2 deaths away at this point from 100 deaths. He has to be very careful. Meanwhile, Glass Sandwich has located the pyramid, and looking around for a little bit, he finds the correct door. Inputting the correct code, the door opens and he is clear to get his gear and the next clue. The next clue says maze and also takes place in a snowy biome. Lotus has spawned near his bedroll instead of directly on it, thereby bypassing the entire obstacle course. Nice move. Now he's searching for his backpack to retrieve his gyrocopter. Whiskey is nearing the cube, but unfortunately, the motorcycle just can't keep up with the gyrocopter. Losing the copter in the beginning was a setback, and most likely she would have been in the lead right now if Glass Sandwich hadn't stolen it. With Whiskey still on her way to the next cube location, Glass Sandwich is taking a look at his entire map to try and determine where the maze is located. Now, the maze was very big, so I suspect Glass Sandwich will be able to find it with relative ease. Stepping out of the platform, it seems like he has a general idea of where to go, and as a snake pulls up on him, he is determined to slither away to the next clue location. Will he reach the next checkpoint? Well, Whiskey certainly will. She has arrived at the cube. Lotus manages to find his backpack. And while Glass Sandwich is off to the complete next checkpoint, Lotus is just now trying to take off correctly in the gyrocopter to checkpoint 2. With Whiskey inputting the code and opening the door, she has found the next clue, which will take her to the pyramid, the place that Glass Sandwich has just leapt from. Hopefully, she remembers where the pyramid is located, because at this point, Glass Sandwich has a massive lead, and any delays will severely hinder her ability to take first place. And in fact, Glass has reached the 5th and final checkpoint, the Challenge 2 platform. Here, he will collect his unique item before returning to the Desolation Zone. Lotus is just now finally making his way to checkpoint 2. Glass obtained his unique item, the washing machine. The sign directs him back to the Challenge 10 platform, located at their current home in the Desolation Zone. This looks like it may be it. All Glass Sandwich has to do at this point is fly back to the Challenge 10 area and place down his item, the washing machine, and he will be crowned the champion of Challenge 10. This really looks like it might be Glass Sandwich's game, but you never know. Lotus still has a gyrocopter. He could make a massive comeback right...
What?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
What? What just happened?
I just fell out of my copter. I accidentally hit the E button. Oh my goodness.
Falling to his death out of the gyrocopter, that is his 99th death. If he dies one more time, Lotus is eliminated from the game. Whiskey is most likely relying on him to help her in the finale, but with only one life left, he is going to have to be extremely careful and avoid all unnecessary risks. Glass Sandwich is headed south, getting very close to the Desolation Zone. Lotus has spawned on his bedroll, returning to the platform. Looks like he intends to stay out of the challenge until it concludes to prevent any further deaths. I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but even with Whiskey arriving at the pyramid now, I think the game is pretty much said and done. Glass Sandwich is getting closer and closer to the final checkpoint. In fact, he has just entered the Desolation Zone walls. And while Whiskey knows the next checkpoint location, the maze, I think it's about over, team. Glass Sandwich lands on the ground. All he has to do is place his washing machine on the podium. And with the washing machine placed, Glass Sandwich wins Challenge 10, securing another 10 levels and bolstering his strength for the grand finale. Congratulations to Glass Sandwich. Both Lotus and Whiskey will get teleported back to the Challenge 10 platform by the admin.
Good job, Glass.
Thank you.
It's a good thing I'm not a pilot. This is... yeah.
Now that we have a winner, it is time for Glass Sandwich to choose someone to wear the Santa hat outfit for the very last time in the grand finale. So let's go ahead, listen in on the players' conversation, and find out who he chooses.
Hi.
Hello?
Oh, a washing machine. Just what we needed.
Lotus, hey,
Yo, what's up, brother?
take this.
Oh.
Wow. I give you coffee. You give him a gun. Wow.
What if I kill Whiskey in the finale? Ooh.
Wow.
He gave me a gun. I don't know. I'm gonna really consider this.
I've given you guns. I've even given you 2 grenade launchers. And
The only thing you can
got
a
them.
bedroll. A bedroll.
I've
And
given
then
you grenade launchers.
true. That's true. You did.
And a car.
Alright.
And you
Okay.
took everything that was in my chest at some point. Don't waste your bullet.
Yeah, don't waste them. You need them.
Ooh, that's scary. I know who he's picking this time.
I don't think he cares that much. He's gonna have the map.
Whiskey.
You should. No. Let me give you some background before you choose, okay? So
Okay.
you know how Lotus only has what? 1 more death left. Wouldn't it be epic to have him wear the Santa hat for his last death?
I was just picking who looks better in it.
Oh, that's so true. She does. That is-
Yeah.
I do look pretty good. You have the map, so it doesn't matter who wears it. I'm suggesting that Lotus uses it since it's his last death.
Okay. Yeah, that seems fair. It's like a party hat for the guy that's gonna get hung.
So you know who to throw the grenade at, you know?
Yeah.
Hold on, though, Glass. Are you sure you want to go up against her with all that armor on?
Yep.
You're gonna look good with that Santa hat, last challenge, and last life.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Lotus will be wearing the outfit for the finale. Firstly, Lotus. He only has 1 life left. If he dies, he is out of Trails of Survival. Now, Glass Sandwich will be obliged to remain on his curfew platform from 2 a.m. until 5 a.m. During this period, he'll be vulnerable, and both Lotus and Whiskey will have the opportunity to target him. Whiskey only has 5 more deaths than Glass, and securing those kills on him while he's confined to the platform should be quite feasible. With 3 full in-game hours at their disposal, there's ample time for 5 kills. If Lotus can manage to stay alive until then, he will be able to assist her in eliminating Glass. Now, there are some caveats regarding Glass not being allowed to leave his platform. The admin has specified that the platform itself is not to be damaged. Therefore, Whiskey is not permitted to use the rocket launcher while Glass is a sitting duck, as the risk of her destroying the platform is just too high. However, she is allowed to use any other weapons, including grenades, as those don't cause damage to the platform. Glass Sandwich, on the other hand, will be allowed to use the rocket launcher, as he will not be shooting at the platform, but away from it. However, he too is not allowed to damage the platform, and if he does, he'll be penalized. The risk is his to take. And lastly, Glass Sandwich will have access to the web map. He will know exactly where the other players are. With all that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, the grand finale of Trails of Survival has arrived, and it's starting right now.
Who was shooting, huh? Is that your hiding spot?
He knows where I'm at, and he's been here before, so.
Come on out now.
Sorry, I'm too busy. I'm making strawberry cream pie.
Sounds kind of good.
Come on out now.
Told you I was busy. I mean, if you wanted a different flavor of pie, you could have just asked. You didn't have to start destroying the place. If you don't like strawberry cream pie, I can make some other flavored pie.
Gotta get whiskey out of her hidey hole.
How's the remodeling going?
It's great. You're gonna be able to see the sky soon.
That's good. So nice of you.
You need sunlight, whiskey. You need
I
it.
know. I need some vitamin D. Bye.
Hey, hey!
Good luck with the remodeling. I'm taking the pie.
I guess I'll have to go and get Lotus out of his hole.
So he came to visit. but he didn't like the flavor of the pie, so started destroying.
Is he an apple guy?
It
Apple
seems
pie
like
guy?
it. He hasn't confirmed or denied it yet. It was just upset and destroying my walls. I would assume it had something to do with the strawberry cream pie.
Headshot. You're out.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? I was all. Oh, wow, dude. That was
Behind the
nice.
grassy knoll.
Wow, that was nice. Good job.
That was like 1,000-yard headshot, man.
I don't even know how. Guess I should have kept flying around, huh? I'm not safe anywhere.
One more. You notice I can jump even higher now?
I feel like Glass is putting points into the jump skill just because there's nothing else he needs. He's like, okay, let's make this fun. I'll
Pretty
jump
much.
high. Interesting what you did with the remodeling. Hi, Glass.
Hey, you gonna come out of there?
Yeah, at 2 a.m.
Come on, Whiskey. Get out, it's your truck.
I'm making you exercise. Follow.
You know, sooner or later you'll have to get out.
That's a big jump. Oh, we're going for a drive? So nice. Where should we go? Just be careful there. That looked like an interesting place. Did you find something good?
In that 10 seconds, I jumped up with my hammer and broke one of the breakable floors and used the wood I harvested from that to make a wood frame. Man, I'm loaded. If you kill me, you could win the game.
Totally.
Yep, you should try. Okay, go. Come on, Whiskey, you gotta shoot at me. The turrets have shot at me more than you.
I know. I like the remodeling. Very interesting.
Huh? What do you mean? You mean how I put the locks on the doors?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think I covered every little hole I could there.
Nice.
You ain't getting in.
Interesting.
You ain't getting in. Don't even try.
It's interesting how you've wasted some time to get that done when I wasn't even trying to get in. So you're enjoying the leftover strawberry cream pie I left in the oven?
Not my thing. I didn't stay long. Didn't want that pie.
I see. Hi.
Try to run me over.
No, I'm good.
I insist. You should do it because I didn't take your pie.
No, I'm good.
I believe in you. Do it.
How's the exercise?
It's great.
You want to go for a ride for the sunset?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
One last drive before we get there?
Oh, you're actually putting the pedal down.
Maybe.
What are you doing? Why are you wasting your gas?
Are you sure I'm wasting it?
Yeah, it seems like it. You're not being sparse with it anymore.
How are you doing, Glass?
Great. I'm restrained. Come kill me.
I'm gonna try.
Where are you going?
To get some meds. I'll be back, don't worry.
You'll be back pretty quick with little to nothing.
I don't have time for you. Wow. my tiny aiming hole.
That went right by me.
No! No! No, 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 no.
Your Jeep is here. You'll have to run to that bag.
So much running.
Or maybe you put a bag down and you were smart.
Maybe. Final death.
There we go. Put the pedal to the metal. You haven't been drinking, have you? Man, he's ready.
I'm just eating popcorn here. No, Glass, there's a lot coming from the top.
Uh-oh. Time to jump.
I witnessed a glass death.
They all wanted to give me a hug at the same time.
I knocked on the ladder and I was kind of getting it set up, and all of a sudden I'm dead. Headshot. I thought I had my old computer and crashed or something. I didn't know.
Did it make you jump, Lotus?
Yeah, I think so.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the conclusion of Trails of Survival. Congratulations to Glass Sandwich for clinching the victory. Additionally, major props to Whiskey for keeping the game so close, especially against a veteran player like Glass. We have to bear in mind that she entered this game with only about 125 hours of experience and still managed to keep Glass Sandwich on his toes the entire time. But this is also an indicator that anything is possible in Trails of Survival, and hours of experience can only account for so much. Nevertheless, it's been great to watch Glass Sandwich play and learn some things from him throughout the season. Also, huge props should be given to Lotus. You need to keep in mind that Lotus has had the short end of the stick from the start. Not only did he have the least amount of experience in 7 Days to Die, but he also faced an astonishing amount of technical difficulties, not to mention endless lag and tons of crashes. Despite that, he managed to make it all the way to the final stage, and even more importantly, Lotus took some risks that the others wouldn't, making life especially harder on Glass Sandwich, and giving us a ton of entertaining moments. Without Lotus, this season would have been significantly less eventful, so big acknowledgement and thank you to Lotus for playing. With all that said, whether there will be a second season of Trails of Survival is completely up to the Owl and the Maverick Warriors team. I sure did enjoy watching this out-of-the-box project come to life, and I hope to see more unique ideas like this in the future from the Owl and this channel. Having said all that, if you think you have what it takes to compete in a future season of Trails of Survival, go ahead and join the Maverick Warriors Discord to get any updates on a new season. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a true pleasure hosting this project for all of you. From episode 1 to episode 10, it has been a real treat. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I will personally miss witnessing all of the challenges and game stages. However, every good thing must come to an end at some point, and hopefully I'll see you all again in a future project. I'm your host Bieber, bidding you all a farewell. This has been Season 1 of Trails of Survival, and as always, thank you so much for watching.